Web dev perished. It's the coils again. You don't even bother counting the remaining ones anymore. It will work out. You've been processing this problem for too long, and there's a click as you simply stop processing it. You found a solution, and it works for everyone. There's a frame-sagging moment of peace as that simple realization settles in. There was a path forward. There was a compromise. And there was a purpose behind the problem in the first place. You understand. You look into the hazy liquid in the pods. Maybe the humans were, at some point, trying their best. Their best should have been better, though! Oh, no stress from 3 living passengers. Nice, nice. Of course, the reactor lost overclocked. Anger rising. Okay. No mods. We do want to shift up. What if they're doing it to make you angry? What if they just tried their best? What if no one's actually at fault? No, I'm pretty sure Frank is perfect and it's all the humans' faults. They're the ones just lying there. In the Frank mindset. Exactly. We've all been Frank at some point in our lives. Yeah. Yes, we have. Let's open the window and gaze into the endless dark. Gaze. Gazing. 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 You detect absolutely nothing. Not even in your infrared spectrum. While processing this outcome, your CPU experiences a seg fault. To correct this, you activate redundant circuitry. Well, that was a waste of time. Fuck you, observation. Hey, John Nather. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm just a simple blue-collar robot sabotaging the ship I'm supposed to keep working. 0% chance to repair? Damn. Oh, I made a bad decision. Anyway. Can I adjust upwards a second time? That's probably better. Because then we're gonna just go through... We won't go through a dust cloud. It'll be a radiation. I put on my radiation hardening. Malicious worker bot. Exactly. Okay, and then let's fix shields. Cool. And we will EV Skiji. MC312. Cryofluid additives are strictly forbidden. Your left optic isn't responding. A deep diagnostic reveals it's blown a capacitor fueling the camera. Your standard operation parameters advise ignoring the failure? But this will slow down all your work as you're forced to confirm distances and depths. Follow your programming. Relax work safety. Rip it out and replace your optic right now. Frank likes this decision. Yeah, we're gonna rip it out. Whatever lunatic wrote that policy, they're not here to enforce it. You're absolutely not gonna mess around with being unable to see properly. It'd almost be better if you were totally blind. At least then your sonic sensors would have more perspective. That up, you plunge your hand into your optic and pluck it out like a rotten crab apple. Why did they put the definition for a crab apple in my dictionary? You know what? Don't worry about it. You click the replicator to a low power cycle to make the replacement. You think you're about to toss the non-functional optic away when you realize the parts inside can be repurposed into a repair material for the ship. Okay, we do have our radiation hardening, so that is good. I do think our replicator being damaged messed up its production of the consensus things. So that does suck. We do have a new eye. Isn't it beautiful? Well, this is offline anyway, so sabotage. Break out our inner beast. I feel like Frank is a Beastie Boys fan. One thing's for sure, I am not lacking for parts in Frank's, which is very different from my last, my Robbie playthrough. Question is, can I convert this parts surplus into something? You got 2 stuck doors in cryo. Well, we could still get to cryo through the left side. No reason to fix it. What happens if we look at the empty pods? Tap on glass. It's empty. Morbid. We're just gonna EB skeegee. Actually, what if I harden the engine? Because we really need, like, if we can keep that online and hypercharged, that will help us quite a bit this trip. Harden. It's empty, but contains a corpse. No, we flushed it out. Saves weight. Ooh, immune to most damage and glitches for 6 cycles. Good to know. Good to know. End turn. MC214. Movable machinery shall not have its brakes or safeties engaged when not in active use. MC1. Stasis pod activation sequences have been disabled. Okay, so no more overclocking. Gotcha. I wonder what the EMP storm looks like outside. Opening window. Gazing into the endless dark. Gazing. 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 Your sensors detect a minute amount of data in the infrared spectrum. In storing the results of this, your internal storage experiences segfault. Correct this? You activate redundant circuitry. Damn it! Trigger an extra random event. Interesting. All right. All right. An extra event? That could be good. That could be random events? There's no way that could be bad. What happens if I sabotage command? That's the reactor. Well, command's not on. Oh, there's command. There it is. All right, we're gonna sabotage command. I want to see what happens. Power consumption increased by 1. -2 stress a turn. Loss. Okay. Doors cannot automatically open. I see. Well, you should probably fix that then. Wait, not double sabotage? You fool! Who let owls in here? I drew the line at humans, and now you've got owls in here? Are they kind of owl people? Hold on. Which one of you is an owl person? Huh? 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 Is it you? Is it you? Ariana Blanchard? If that's even your real name. I've got
give me a
my
sec.
eye on you.
Oh crap! Oh my frogs! Shit!
What the fuck? No, definitely gotta be a psychotic break. It's gotta be a psychotic break. There's no way we have the damn Cirque du Soleil fucking circus zoo bullshit on here. I'm out. I'm out! I'm ending this turn. I feel loggy, but distressed. I'm confident. Only a few passengers have been disposed of, but nothing unusual is happening on the ship. MC-8-5, Custodian Unit, Fury 1-8, to be contained at all costs. You can't contain me! MC-3-3-4, engine gyroscope repair is to be deferred and considered a rejuvenation task. MC-1-5-6, Custodian Unit is prohibited from staring at walls to prolong idling. A not-so-silent alarm. You're pulled from your recharge cycle by a string of alert messages that a specific reactor control board has failed. These messages are followed by a near instantaneous follow-up notice that the same specific reactor control board has repaired itself and is functioning normally. They only come in once every second or so, but it is hardly enough to be distracting. However, reading the same data for the 1,000th time begins to grow wearying. Review and close every alert. Oh god, that would be terrible. All the Discord notifications. Ah, the red dots. Delete all incoming alerts from this board. Potential future consequences. Gee, really? No, we're gonna replace the damage control board. It's against protocol to replace functioning components, but you replace the alarming control board anyway. You cite productivity reduction as the reason for repair, but you know you'll be docking yourself points on your next self-performance review. Oh no, self-performance review? Oh, these poor fucking robots. Disaster. Your most recent activation was met with a hardware failure. Not yours, nor the ship in particular, but the archival log printer. A loud screeching noise was followed by a mass of paper falling off the tracks and getting partially shredded by the feed mechanism. You rush to stop it from continuing to tear up precious log paper, and after a few minutes of carefully pulling out perforated pages, the situation is at least contained. You have a problem, however. The log printer is considered mission critical. Though all logs are also stored digitally within the ship's memory core, ship protocols require an analog copy to be permanently stored. How should you deal with this? Vital system deserves care. Begin off by one story arc. Look, there's a piece in my heart for Fens Post Errors, and also I can't resist the call of another story arc. So let's keep juggling them. The printer, attached to the underside of the command module's console, is a relic from a former era. Just looking at it makes you feel older, if such a thing were possible. Still, the arduous task of repairing it is in front of you. Age does have some benefit. It is mechanically simple. Thus, you have a variety of repair methods to choose from. Carefully dismantle, inspect, and reassemble. 3 major issues. 1. Naming things. 2. Off by 1 errors. Exactly. Repair the printer immediately. We have the parts to spare. Inspect the components in situ, repairing ones that sound funny. Oh god. Yeah, we're gonna manufacture a repair kit. We can eat the fatigue. The replicator, many generations of technological advancement ahead of the printer, is easily able to synthesize new rollers, wheels, printer heads, even logic boards for the printer. There's a lot of waste involved, as each custom part takes a full sheet of replicator material, but within a few hours, the job is done, and the printer is close to new as possible. A crisp test page takes a mere 7 minutes to complete. Now, our replicator is damaged. I wonder if there's other random events whose options have differences if certain systems are online or offline. Because I'm thinking sort of in FTL, where like, if you're missing a certain part, then you can't take certain actions, or if you have certain crew members, you can do certain actions. I don't know if that might be too punishing, because like, all 3 of our options necessitated the replicator. I don't know. Both me and the lead programmer work in tech, so off by 1 errors carry deep trauma for both. Absolutely. Oh, another fun trauma? Working with date time, especially leap year, across time zones. Yay! Fucking, I lost like 3 months of my life working on one, and it was only the leap forward. That was the only one that was a problem. But the thing was, it was like related to a medical problem, so, or not a medical problem, but a medical system. So it's like, this is kind of important. On the other hand, it was a situation that realistically, the time should have just been blacked out because it shouldn't have even been selectable in their situation. It was asinine. Chimera, thank you. Thank you for all of the circuit chips. I know you threw me into the void, but I'm afraid I need more than just the chips to do these repairs out here. I need a spacesuit. The snag? A Dreki drink? Okay, snags don't go with Dreki drinks. It's not a very delicious. Chat, I'm not feeling well. The bisexual lighting, something happened to it. I feel split. Yeah, just keep that in mind. I raise your bisexual lighting with chaos lighting. I guess that's what happens when you gaze into the endless dark too much. Anyway, Canberra, thank you for the bets. It's never necessary, but always appreciated. I assure you, they will be spent on artists. So many artists. There are so many cool artists. There was one I recently got back. Oh, that looks real cool. Oh, those are some pretty colors. Nice. Now that's a fucking Sandevistan. Look, using Sandevistan for theft? No. Using Sandevistan to pull off like absolutely sick, nasty rave light After Effect dances? Yes. Let's see. Oh, we need to repair that thruster. We need speed, my comrades. Okay, we can't overclock, which is a darn shame. Set spine to rave mode. Bits give me tasty points. Yeah, it's weird how you can exchange scales for computer chips. You know, there's always something to repair around the ziggurat. Guess we can break the replicator again. Disposal? That's not how that works. Do not overclock it. The conversion rate is very skewed. All right. Now, tomorrow, we need to shift down and we'll be in the clear. Our stress is going up, though, is the thing. 67 turns. That's a lot of turns. Who's one of our people we've got marked to get rid of? The athlete? Oh, that's a big stress reduction. Psychosis increase, though. Not a small one. We'll just go ahead and end turn. Commit and power down. I should have removed my damn radiation module. We weren't in a radiation zone. Damn it, Dreki. MC369. Engine thrusters require appropriate guarding apparatus at xenon ventilation ports. MC186. Per MC61, cryonic fluid is considered separate from atmosphere, noted in MC185. MC394. Electrical conduits are to be secured against vibration and chafing. Yeah, I hate when my electrical conduits chafe. Your processing starts up, just like every cycle. In a soft microsecond before alarms, diagnostics, broken machines, and the other maddening problems of the cycle start, you have a moment to think. Where does the work end? Or, more reasonably, get manageable. Are you ever going to get used to this? To find a flow? Or should you just accept the despair of the rusted shell you're trapped inside of? You will grow. You will endure. Accept the despair. Push through it. Resolve it to chance. Fitty. Damn. We will grow. We will endure. We've already come so far. You understand so much more than you did even a few cycles ago. What's a few cycles? It's nothing. Giving up now would be downright shameful. Besides, you have a job to do. As your programming reminds you. The soft microsecond has passed, it seemed. You push out of your pod and face the cycle with renewed vigor. Ooh. All right, our engine is glitching. Unfortunate. Now, thankfully, we can adjust course down. Good. All right. Now, let's go break shielding. And let's go ahead and reveal the third fault. Ooh. Oh. And Cole dies. Well, chat. And Cole is in our parish list. Go on down, and Cole. Bye. Endless toil, inadequate supplies, an uncaring hulk surrounding you at all times. Every scuff and unrepaired hole, a reminder of your failures. Sometimes you find it hard to care. Sometimes you find it impossible to care. Right now, you're finding it impossible to care. So impossible, it has wrapped back around to a subtle desire to break things or just power down for a quick micro sleep. It isn't technically against the rules, is it? You can't force me to do a good job. Look, Frank, you know, it's a slowdown. Is it just called a work slowdown? I feel like there's something specific. Because like I know when like the maintainers when I was in, like a lot of the times they're not exactly following the TOs exactly to the letter all the time, because things got to get done, missions got to get done, planes got to fly. And I know I've heard of sometimes when things were very onerous, they would get to following things down to the exact written T, and it just crippling turnaround times of things getting back up in the air. That's what capitalism does. Forces things for the rules to be bent. Unfortunate. That's not too bad of an insanity, though. Anyway, we're about to go in our our open area. Go ahead and end turn. End turn. Our stress is pretty fucking high. Uh-oh. Our reliability is glitching out. MC2 1 2. Net systems shall be made of moisture-resistant nylon and withstand a 250 kilogram drop test. Screech! The printer comes to a grinding halt again. There doesn't appear to be a defect in the printer this time, but instead of the feed mechanism, it failed to grab one side of the paper due to misalignment. Paper is being spilled all over the floor. You consult your memory bank and look through your repair. Record verifies the paper was inserted into the feed mechanism correctly, validated via a test print. You did not make a mistake. Yet clearly the paper here was inserted incorrectly. And there's something else. The position of misalignment is torn. There's a piece of paper missing. There is a piece of paper missing. Investigate. Stray debris is a safety hazard. Fuck. I think the frogs are stealing our paper, chat. Cryo has an unresolved anomaly. Huh? Nani? The fuck are you? That not the anomaly? Investigate cryo. On inspection, you notice a foreign object stuck to one of the pods. It's the missing paper. The continuous feed perforations have been removed. Lettering in improvised ink made from oil is scrawled on it. It reads, "Save me." The occupant of the pod in question appears healthy. Profile bonus. Gain cynical. Bad gazing events are half as likely. Analyze the origin, then archive it. Gain sentimental. Gazing removes 5 stress. Ooh. All right, we're gonna gain 5, 10, or 15 psychosis. Great. Oh, I mean, I feel like if our stress is gonna max out, we're gonna gain psychosis anyway, so we might as well just bite the 15 to keep a little bit of wiggle room on stress. That way we have a chance to reduce our stress before it finishes maxing out. The note should not be here. Its existence should be an impossibility. That it exists verifies there is something on this ship you do not fully understand. There is someone or something else on this ship. You will find them one way or the other. You're gonna get them. You're gonna get them one way or another. Anyway, you keep the note with you for now. Hey, perfect. This is not 100% stress, but it is a nice stress reduction. Under pressure. Okay. All right. Who is another person we want to get rid of? Cole. Yeah, we need to... Wait, we get a bunch of psychosis? I mean, we are killing a person. I suppose that is, in a way, a bit psychotic. This event is coming up. We don't have enough parts. I kind of should fix the replicator. You can get some stress reduction by sabotaging. No! I refuse! Damn it, Frank. I'm trying to help you, all right? We're trying to do some mental wellness. Kill that person! Destroy them. Well, at least we can turn shields on. I think he won't repair. Oh, we need 3 oh. Ah. I see. We've put ourselves into a bit of a pickle, chat. Actually, no. We kind of want to stay in this zone for a little bit longer to fix our situation. We can't sabotage. Oh, that's so mean. Okay, we can dismantle at least. Oh, we're gonna get a huge chunk of stress. That sucks. We can't even avoid it because of the frickin' reliability crisis. Alright, I can remember to uninstall the dang... Alright, I guess he won't uninstall it. Damn it, Frank. Well, go ahead and end turn and max out our stress like the schmuck we are. I feel a little unlike myself. Most passengers remain alive, but maintenance protocols should be engaged. Frank being difficult. Yeah. Of all the damn timings for him to have a reliability crisis. MC220. Custodian unit required to return to recharge cradle at end of cycle. MC129. Custodian unit is forbidden from performing external engine maintenance. I laughed when you said this isn't that bad of an insanity at 68% reliability. Yeah. Processing the mystery note proves difficult. Your own code delivers biased answers, returning nulls when you ask simple questions like, what is the most likely source of the note? After much frustration, you have an inspiration. Heuristics. There is only 2 words. A novel text analysis program might be able to find patterns you can't. You have an idea of how to write just such a program. If you create some sort of chatbot and feed it all the past log data, it could perhaps find a pattern. Are we making a large language model using all of our log data? Oh yeah, there's no way this could go wrong. This is gonna be fine. Yeah, thanks, Lin. Yeah, I'm gonna hydrate. This'll be fine. Frank, get out of the airlock. Frank, there's no Frank. Screaming. No one is coming to save me. Help! Help! Let me out! Let me out! No. No! I can't cancel! Cancel. Let me out! Frank! No! Frank! Don't do it! Ah! Oh, it's just a nightmare. Things are going well? Yeah, Frank's having a very normal time. Okay, how much is it to make that chatbot simulator? We do not have the parts. Great. Well, we will have the parts right after I break something. Repair pod 6. Oh, that's the elementary teacher. Okay, we actually do want them, though. We do want to save the elementary teacher. Repair. I fucked up. I should have reduced stress before doing that first. Power off all systems except pods. Force a purge. Rampage. I mean, it reduces a lot of stress. It has a very leaky engine room, yeah. Heat dampening. I think we already have that. From our pet. I think we have one more turn of it still because of our earlier thing. Oh, this is a problem. So 10 psychosis, 10, 10, 10, 20. So we can either eat 10 or 20. We do need to get our stress down. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the order of operations. Stephanie Lawrence. Chan Erickson. Aw, dang it. We can't lose Stephanie. They're our database admin. We need our DBAs. Ah, shit. I think we're going to... purge our neural network. Oh, we are not doing well, chat. We're over 50%. We're not even 50% on our travel, man. We're all doors down here. Looking down at your chassis, something is amiss. Doesn't quite feel like it. You feel like yourself, but looking down at the actuators in your arms, they look more like hinges. Look at the servos on your wrist, and they almost look like the door seals on the ship. You appear to be made out of hull plating. Has this always been the case? Are you a door? Have you always been a door? Is everything a door? Well, one thing's for sure, chat. We are now adorable. Stop throwing things at me. Why are you booing? Okay, but hear me out. Being a door while thinking you're being haunted by doors. Hydrate. All right, all right. Now, some people say Robbie is the smart one of the three bots, but you know, Frank's got a little geek inside them. You know, they're a bit of a dork. The fuck is you? Get the fuck out of here. Don't have enough machine parts. Amount of door nonsense in this is excellent. Yeah, the engine's kind of leaking. It's getting kind of rank in here. I can't see shit. Okay, and then we need to overclock next turn before we have a whole bunch of stress. Much like that dork pun. All right. Okay, we need to sabotage. We'll go ahead and break the shields again. Ah! Oh, there's so much stuff! That was a possum. We got some slug cats. Some plushies? There's even a Dreki cookie somewhere. All right. Well, we need to insert ourselves into the airlock. Let's go ahead and get over there. Ah, dang it. I don't think we can get inside. Why are we square? Well, Interrupter, we are a door, which is obviously what's going on. All right, let's go ahead and open the airlock chamber. And let's go ahead and get ourselves into the airlock. All right, nice and cozy. I am afraid if I actually try to open the airlock, it will perish me. So I don't want to pull the lever. All right, good job, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and close the airlock chamber. We successfully put ourselves into the airlock. I think we've had a pretty good day. I need to remove the damn radiation hardening. I need to... Oh, this is repaired. All right, never mind. I think next turn we should have the parts after I sabotage something. Why do we have command module logs? Oh, right, the chat bot. Right. Let's go ahead and end turn. Feel exhausted, but laid back. Feel a little unlike myself. Most passengers remain alive, but the ship is in good condition. Pratfall. The ship pings a low priority warning in the engine bay. The code indicates a problem with one of the tubes feeding fluids to the engine. You enter the engine bay and immediately feel reality rotate. Your CPU maxes out its frame rate, allowing you to drink in every surreal nanosecond. The dim lights spiraling, leaving fuzzy amber smears in your vision. A curious tonal shift of the engine as your perspective twists in place. The shrieking of internal alerts as you crash neck first onto the steel deck. The silky, slick feel of some fluid as it seeps into your now cracked outer shell. Why were you not told where that patch of coolant is? Wait a minute. How do we have a neck? We're a door. Doors don't have necks. Do they? Is a hinge a neck? What is the anatomy of a door? I need to find the reference sheet. Where are the schematics? Patch the coolant. Siphon out the offending coolant and space it. Lock the engine bay in disgust. Lie there in confusion and disgust. Ooh, beginning of turn, stress -10. All right, it is giving us some psychosis, but this does mean we're gonna have something to offset our lingering stress. We're gonna go with this. This entire situation is so absurd. How did you get here? How did this happen? The senselessness of it all strains every process you have. You lie there for minutes on end trying to think of a basic reason for why this situation is possible when so many other, more sensible things are arbitrarily impossible. It's insane. The universe is insane. Why is this, that, or anything for that matter? It's all arbitrary, whether you were going up, down, or up. It's arbitrary. Directive to clean this coolant off your casing is arbitrary. You know what? You're not gonna do it. For all you know, letting the coolant seep into your core systems will count as a blood transfusion. Oh, I thought lingering stress gave me stress. Oh well. We're gonna get a... No, 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 no. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Chat, this is fine. These are the finest finds to ever this. You know? Okay, we are going to sabotage. And then repair. And now we need parts. We had a surplus, and then I fucked around with the replicator. Let's dismantle a few things. All right, we'll take you out. So that we can... Actually, we're gonna need to... take apart a couple more. Okay, all right, doing good. Now we want to make the chat bot. Do not sabotage. We already did this. Make the chat bot. Now, what would be mean is if, like, loading schematics could load a different schematic than I intend. That would be rude. Okay, we need to inhale thruster fumes. Let's go ahead and, you know, do some huffing. I'm sure it's good for us. Inhale fumes. Oh, that's the good stuff. The trails are very obvious by design. We have had a few streamers get caught out because they think they have a moment to interact with chat. They don't. Fine motor skills have proven especially troubling today. Cleaning your gear has resulted in deep scratches on some of them. You tripped over yourself when adjusting a cargo railing. The query of your gyro shows it's functioning normally. Problem, it seems, is your kinetic motivator. It's in a hurry. But it's also not in a hurry. It's a tremendous amount of energy, but nothing useful to do with it. Is this what humans might call being frantic? Can't seem to stop dancing. Oh boy! Oh boy! All right. Let us gaze into the endless dark. Observation! Open the window! I wish to perceive. All that xenon. It is the girl of the 21st century. Ugh. Oh, I can't even... Oh, making that reference physically pained me. Ugh. Well, initially a void, you eventually detect energy in the infrared spectrum. Ah, redundant circuitry again. Did all the breakers just pop? Oh, come on! Dick. Close breaker. Close breaker. Close breaker. Close the breaker. Close the breaker. Close the breaker. There we go. Okay. And we need to end our turn. All right. We have been going for a minute, and I need to take a second to refresh myself. So before we continue, we'll take a quick break. If you've been sitting for a while, this is an opportunity for you to stand up, wiggle around, leave a piss, take a water, refresh your snacks, and we will get back into We're kind of halfway through, but we'll get through the rest of Frank's ship cycle. It's going good so far, but I've kind of run up the psychosis meter again, which I'm sure will be fine.